They said, dearest Tim, God may protect the sparrows, but the cardinals, not so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Think about baseball mascots. What's a Houston Astro? Ruh-roh, I don't know what an Astro is, do you? What's a Met? What's a Dodger? We have different colored socks. At least the Cubs are baby bears. Let's give them that. But here's what you're never going to hear. You are never going to hear of a team. If you do, I want to know it. A team named the Sheep. The Cleveland Sheep, right? The Miami Lambs. You're not going to hear that. Do you know why? Because sheep are pretty much the dumbest animal that there is. If you let them, or some things I learned about sheep this week, if you let them, a sheep will eat itself to death. Like the people you see at Golden Corral. It'd be like really exactly like that. And they wander around. They'll wander right off the side of a cliff. They're just that dumb. They pollute the ground that they're eating on. They defecate on the ground, and they make themselves vulnerable. They're nasty, smelly animals. Sheep, this is one thing I thought was hilarious. They don't have a reverse button, okay? So if they get wedged in between a rock or something, they don't know how to back up. They'll just keep going and keep going and keep going. Is the analogy starting to sound familiar? Right? Sheep are very stupid. If you don't believe me, watch the fourth one through on this video, and you'll see what I mean. 2, 3. Oh, come on, we got to see it again. That was awesome. One more time. I want to see it. 1, 2. I think I'll jump. That's how dumb sheep are, all right? This is not a nice analogy that David is giving us here. One sheep expert said, no other class of livestock requires a more delicate and careful handling than does a sheep. So what is David saying? Does David understand sheep? Yeah, he was a shepherd, remember? What David is saying is, hey, I'm dumb. I need a shepherd. I'm glad the Lord is mine. Let's just say it all together, all right? I'm dumb. I need a shepherd. I'm glad the Lord is mine. See, if you can start in that place, if you and I can start in the place where I realize I need a shepherd because I'm a sheep and I'm going to do dumb things to myself, that's where the beginning of the remodeling of my soul can happen. You got to realize how vulnerable you are. The second thing is, then I've got to let the shepherd lead. It's one thing to admit my sheepness. It's another to let him lead. The Lord is my shepherd. I'm sorry, I went too far. Go back me up one. The Lord is my shepherd. I have everything that I need. I have everything that I need. I love the way the New Living Translation puts that. I have everything I need because I memorize it as the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want, right? Whatever. That doesn't sound the same. I have everything I need. Because you know you will want, and I know I will want. But if I'm going to have a remodeled soul, I need to understand that the shepherd is really taking care of me. Look at what it says. He makes me lie down, right? Okay, one of the things I learned about sheep is that there's a pecking order in sheep, just like there is in most of the animal kingdom, just like there is with everybody. But what they do is they headbutt each other. You've seen like bighorn sheep and rams do this, right? This is what they do. So the sheep will be sitting around, and one of them will just decide to be a little bit bigger than the other one, a little bit better than the other one, and they'll start headbutting each other. They will literally do that. They will butt heads. So if somebody ever calls you that, you know what you're talking about. If that's what they will do, they'll come in and they will say, I'm better than you, I'm bigger than you, I want to assert myself over you, until the good shepherd shows up. And once the good shepherd shows up, everybody knows that he's in charge. And they usually stop butting heads. And that's when they can lie down and relax. They will not lie down if there's tension, but when the shepherd's there, they will lie down. Where will they lie down? In the green pastures. In the green pastures. That's where the shepherd will lead you if you will let him. You may not believe it. It may not seem like it at the time, but he's going to take you to the green pastures. One of the reasons we have a bad soul is because we don't believe the shepherd is capable of leading us to the right place. And the other part of that problem is that usually whatever place he leads me to, I'm always looking at somebody else's green pastures and thinking that they're doing better than me, right?